If you have ADHD and a menstrual cycle and ever wonder why your ADHD symptoms get so much worse before your period, let's get into it. My name's Liv. I'm a nutritionist and intuitive eating counselor with ADHD, and I work with people with ADHD. My biggest Roman empire, if you will, is just that we're not taught about our menstrual cycles for the most part, even though they impact us every single day and are such a key component of our health, and especially ADHD too. The main hormones that regulate our menstrual cycle have a massive impact on the main neurotransmitters that regulate our ADHD. This is the menstrual cycle. Understanding this connection between your menstrual cycle and your ADHD symptoms is just so essential for being able to better manage your ADHD symptoms as well as just take care of yourself better. The first half of the menstrual cycle, the most dominant hormone is estrogen, and estrogen has such a key role in how much dopamine is available to your system. Whenever there's more estrogen in your system after your period, before ovulation, there's going to be a lot more dopamine and other neurotransmitters that regulate ADHD available. So for the most part, our symptoms are going to be a lot easier to manage during this time. Peak here is ovulation. All our hormones and neurotransmitters that also regulate ADHD are going to be at a peak here. This is why a lot of folks will have the most energy, capacity, best cognition during ovulation and leading up to it. After ovulation, there's a dip in hormones. Same with the neurotransmitters that regulate ADHD. There is a pretty large rise in progesterone. So with progesterone, a lot more GABA available to the system, which is very calming. That rises throughout the second half of your cycle. And then estrogen rises a little bit as well. About 5 days or so before your period, all the hormone levels start to drop, which eventually triggers your period. With that, all the neurotransmitters that regulate ADHD do as well. That is one reason why our symptoms get so much worse before our period. People who have PMDD are going to be a lot more sensitive to these hormonal changes, especially to a progesterone metabolite called allopregnanolone. Unfortunately, there's no quick fix for ADHD symptoms, PMS, or PMDD symptoms because it has been so underfunded. The best thing you can do is just continue learning about your menstrual cycle and how your menstrual cycle impacts your brain and your ADHD, and finding ways that work for you to best support your menstrual cycle throughout every phase, because this is really one of the best things you can do, not only for your hormone health, but also for your ADHD as well. I just made a free guide on this cycle phase meal guide for ADHD, and it kind of just goes over this mechanism of how our hormones throughout our menstrual cycle impact our neurotransmitters that impact ADHD, as well as providing different ideas for pretty simple meals to consider eating throughout each phase of your menstrual cycle, just so you are supporting that phase and your hormones and brain as much as you can. Check it out. It is in my bio.